Hey, Divine Masculine, welcome in. It's Ruby with Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot. All right, guys, we're here today to do a Divine Masculine reading. I'm doing it because I was guided to do it with my guides. They were saying Divine Masculine, and then they were giving me this song, okay, that we're going to be starting with today. Now, before we get started, everybody, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Yes. Really appreciate you guys. You're amazing. Thank you so much for your kind comments. It means the world to me. You guys are so kind to me. Everybody's been so nice. I just really appreciate it. To anybody who's new, thank you so much for checking out my video. Please consider subscribing if there's anything that you like, any content you appreciate about my videos. I would really appreciate it. Also, I'm doing private readings through Soulful Revolution TV. I was selected to be a private reader with them. Yay! All right, so you can book in my link, and I'll also put something at the end of this video to help get you there if you need that, okay? Alrighty, so the song that I got, I have it on my iPad, okay? Radioactive, Imagine Dragons. It's from 2012. They were pointing at 2012. Did something happen in 2012? It's going to be different for everybody. I don't know. But the important part of the song that they wanted me to do was a part in the middle of the song where it goes, I raise my flags, don my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in. Whoa. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Oh, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, I'm radioactive. Right, and then on the bridge of the song, it says, all systems go, the sun hasn't died, deep in my bones, straight from inside, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. So they're radioactive. They feel it in their bones, enough to make the system blow. The prison bus, right? It's a revolution, I suppose. My guides were telling me that this has something to do with the age of Aquarius, moving into a new age, moving into an age of innovation, right? We're moving into a new place. This relationship, how you're seeing things, Divine Masculine, is moving into a new place. And it's just like, it's enough to make your system blow. It's not something that you can control, Divine Masculine. You may have tried to do that in the past. You may have felt like you had this illusion that you could control the things that were going on around you. And that's just not the reality of twin flame, okay? Because it's bigger than us. It's bigger than living in this matrix human experience that we're all in. It's about so much more. It's about you growing as a person. It's also about divine feminine coming into union with themselves. When they come into their inner union, Divine Masculine, you will very suddenly, it's like the wall will raise and you will feel this feeling on a soul level. It's all systems go. And when that happens, you will go through a very quick ascension and you will just wake up. And everything around you, it's like you're going to wake up like, I guess the best example I could use would be Dorothy when she goes and she wakes up from the storm, right? She wakes up from the storm, the tornado hits her house in Kansas, and she wakes up in the Wizard of Oz and she's in the land of Oz. And she looks around and everything is in technicolor. She sees everything differently. And you wake up and it's like, welcome to the new age, right? So there's some things that you're waking up to, Divine Masculine. I want to get some spiritual journey oracles to start and kind of see what are some things that you're realizing right now that we want to talk about. I got distracted because I saw the card pivot point. You're at a big, huge choice point in your life, okay? And you're seeing that now. You're like, oh my God, this was not just a passing, fleeting attraction that I had with this person. This is not just, oh, I'm going to meet you and I'm going to have this dynamic with you and then I'm just going to move on with my life. It's not the way it works. It's just not the way it works. You can try to do that for a time, but eventually it catches up. It does. And then your whole life does change very quickly. But it's because Divine Feminine has done their work. Remember, there's no gender, but the Divine Feminine energy has come into some sort of inner union. And I'm just feeling the need to talk really fast. It's like whoever needs to hear this message, Divine Masculine or Cross-Watcher Divine Feminine, this is just really important, okay? So what are some things that you're realizing here? We're 6 minutes in and I'm still chatting. That's all right. What are some things that you're realizing? Okay, you're realizing your role as a light worker. You're realizing who you are as a soul. You are a powerful being on earth, capable of shining a healing light on humanity. You are a divine being living a human existence right now. Part of your job is that you are supposed to be moving through your own healing journey, moving through the pain, looking at sacred woundings. We'll get into that in a little while maybe. But you're supposed to be spreading your light. You probably are watching your Divine Feminine do this. Catalyst. I said that before I saw it on the bottom. This is energy that we don't see when I pull from the bottom. Okay? But you know this deep inside. Deep in my bones, straight from inside, I'm waking up. This Divine Feminine has woken you up. They have been a catalyst in your life. Someone on or something is on your path to redirect you. However challenging, this is necessary to refocus your energies. Why? Because Divine Masculine is very often, they are the 3D twin. Okay, they're the twin that tends to focus more on what's in their physical reality around them. And that's one of the main things that they have to overcome. These are two opposite energies, right? The light worker energy and the energy of the 3D. Okay, but you are realizing that you are a powerful being. What else are you realizing right now, Divine Masculine? This energy is very powerful. I am really channeling the energy of the Emperor, but also the Hermit. The Hermit energy is here. So we're getting strong Aries and strong Virgo energy. You don't have to be any of those, right? But I'm getting that very strongly here. What else are you realizing, Divine Masculine? Whew, I feel like I just need to take a breath. Enlightened Master, that is the Hermit, guys. I ain't lying. All right, so when my guides show me a card and it comes out like this is important, very, 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 very important energy for you to hear. You are an old soul with wisdom from many lifetimes. You have successfully graduated Earth School and you have achieved spiritual mastery. You, having been in this place of being in the Hermit energy, you may not have known everything that was working behind the scenes and the things that you were processing as you were going through this. But you have done it. You have graduated Earth School. Well, you know, you're not like done with your life, but this huge chapter about this twin flame journey, what you're starting to realize, if this is your reading, guys, not everyone's in this place yet, but yeah, you had been underneath, in the underneath energy, this dark night of the soul. You've been in your cocoon. It's always called your chrysalis. I always want to call it like the cocoon, but you've been in the chrysalis. You've been a pile of goo. right? You haven't felt like coming out. You've been in that energy of the hermit. You've been contemplating, recalibrating, I just heard coming apart to come back together. Through this dark night of the soul, you come apart. It is part of ego degradation, the breaking down of that ego energy, okay? And it has forced you into that position through the catalyst of this divine feminine energy. These are some things that you have learned. Anything else you want to share right now, Spirit? Thank you. Igniting your passions. Enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age. Find something or someone that sparks your heart, lifts your mood, and sparks your creativity. If related to work, do what you love. Sparks, they lit a light in you that is blowing you wide open. Okay? All right. It'll be so interesting. Yep, heart opening on the bottom, guys. Again, Anahata is the energy of the love within you. Opening the heart chakra fills you with love and promotes forgiveness and compassion. How long was it? Was it since 2012? I don't know, divine masculine. But I'm just saying that heart opening, right? When you can live in the heart space instead of the head space, right? Again, that's one of the main goals of divine masculine, is to move into the heart, to feel, and to, I always use the term, use the eyes of your heart to navigate situations in your life. A lot of divine masculines have been told, like, don't feel your emotions, rub some dirt on it. Those kinds of ways of being as a child that we have had to work through, right? And everyone has divine feminine and divine masculine elements within them, right? But the opening of the heart is happening as part of your dark night of the soul. This catalyst, this divine feminine, has done this for you. It's causing you to become an enlightened master within yourself. You're learning about you. You're seeing mirroring with this divine feminine energy, even energetically, okay? So those are some things that you are learning. They're asking me to go ahead and pull a Sacred Woundings card. This will not be resonate for everyone, this section. Okay, so you just need to take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Is there any woundings that you have addressed during this time, divine masculine? Okay, so lack of boundaries. So difficulty saying no, overcommitting, feeling drained by others' demands. It often stems from a fear of rejection or the desire to please, leading to neglect your own needs and emotional exhaustion. So you're putting your energy into the wrong people, places, and things, or not standing up for yourself in the way that you should have. Not stepping up into emperor mode, because the emperor is the leader of the 3D, right? They're the ones that make 3D moves. And you were not taking action towards this divine feminine because of some wounding in relation to that, okay? Let's get a pop of love. Okay, we're going to see kind of where things are at for you guys right now, how you're feeling about things. Spiritual practices. Again, hermit. Okay? Becoming aware to intuition and guides. Meditating and releasing self-limiting beliefs. Like I was just talking about. Working on inner healing and issues with codependency. Lack of boundaries. Okay? It says, I am healing myself through meditation and spiritual practices. It is the only way I can make myself whole. That's right. That is right. The only way to get through this to get over this is through. You can't half-ass the dark night of the soul. You can't go in the chrysalis and turn into half of a butterfly and come out as a pile of goo. All right, because you're not ready yet. You have to go all the way through. So Spirit is telling you, you are becoming an enlightened master, to trust your heart. See with the eyes of your heart here, divine masculine. Okay. Let's get a character card for you guys right now. Revolutionist, guys, on the split. I got revolutionist. It's a revolution, I suppose. Right? It's a revolution within you. And it will project itself out. I'm going to take that card. It will project itself out to the people around you. They're showing me the captain. You are the navigator of your own destiny, divine masculine, and you know it. And you're fixated on your gaze on exactly where it needs to be. On yourself, but also on your divine feminine here. Okay? This is real. This is, what I just heard. This is real. This is real. This isn't fake. This is true. This is really happening. Okay? This isn't some figment of your imagination. And you're feeling it in your bones enough to make the system blow. Okay? What deck do you want me to use? Okay. Let's get a tarot card for you. One stayed on the board as I went to pick it up. Eight of Cups. It's time for you to move forward into your destiny, divine masculine. It's time for action. You're coming out of this dark night, this catalyst energy. You are working through this with spiritual practice. You are an enlightened master now. Yeah, you're walking towards your 10 of Pentacles. That's what just came out. I'm just like, I can't even talk about it. You're walking towards having everything and everyone that you could ever want. Okay, and it's also going to include financial abundance, because when you trust spirit and you walk through the darkness, when you walk through the darkness and you trust that heart, that is where you get the most abundance of all. And you could be doing work with your divine feminine as well. Okay. Does someone have a white or light colored dog? Okay. Okay. The Lovers, a choice in love. This is the choice between head and heart because of what you've learned, divine masculine. Page of Pentacles is the student. Yes, they're telling me that is correct. This is real. This is real. If you were waiting for a sign to hear from someone, is this connection real? Is this the real thing? Yes, it is. Okay, what did this card? This card just came out. Yes, the Page of Pentacles is saying yes, and you've learned this. You know this now to be true. And it's time. Stand up. Stand up. Someone has knocked you down. Someone has knocked you down. Yep. Strength card underneath. You feel this divine feminine's presence with you all the time, and they're pushing you through. They're pushing you forward. Wow. Actions and advice for you, divine masculine. This powerful message today. Actions and advice for you, divine masculine. 7 of Swords. On the bottom, we have the Knight of Cups. So, this is something you haven't been expressing to your divine feminine, okay? You haven't been expressing love. Yeah, you've been watching. But it's time to take action. The Emperor is the one that drives the chariot here, guys. So, what else about the 7 of Swords? Yep, it's time to choose a path. 2 of Wands here. 7 of Swords, please, for divine masculine. Tell me more about that. Please, Spirit. It's coming in. You're manifesting in something regarding this. What is that? The strength. That's what I just had seen. The strength to release yourself from the bonds that you have placed on yourself. This is the lower octave of the Devil card, guys. So this is restrictions that you have placed on yourself, or that you have allowed other people to place on you through this codependent or lack of boundaries type wound. Okay, but it doesn't define you. It doesn't have to define you. Okay, and the Strength card is the only card that can overcome the devil. And because what's underneath this, when you do this, There she is. Okay. There she is. And the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Destiny is behind you. It's all up to you now. Okay. All right. Any other random messages? They're just like, pull some tea leaves. Okay. Family sorrow. So you may have to walk away from something within your family. There could be something going on with family issues. This could have gone on in March, or there's something significant about the month of March. Any other final messages here for Divine Masculines reading? Ant. Work, achievement, and success. You have done this work. It's going to take a little bit further action. You have to stand up and fight for what you want, right? You have to walk away towards your Ten of Pentacles. So walking towards your wish fulfillment will lead you here. But should you do that? Should you put that work in and act like this little worker ant here? Keep going. You will succeed. You will have what you are wanting here, okay? All right. That's what I have for you, Divine Masculine. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please check out my other videos, and I will be back on the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.
So I'll rest within the silence, your presence my disguise. For in the dark there's always light in your ember.